In today's video, we're going to discuss exactly what clubs are in my bag for the 2026 season. We're going to break the fourth wall, show you a couple of extra little spicy bits that you guys will love to see, and we're also going to discuss what is safe in my bag and what may well not last the season. Now, a big difference for me this year, every single club in this bag is fitted in some form of way. So that's a really big thing for me. I wanted to make sure I'm going to be using the best stuff for the season, be it if we're competing, which I probably won't, but be it if we're playing Gaz, Chris, even Bobby in the Beat Bobby series. So one of the first things I want to show you is some of the camera stuff that we're using. So a lot of people are really interested. We've got DJI Osmo here. This is actually Mr. Cooper's. We've stolen it off him and he's not getting it back. So we use that for a lot of our traces and we just kind of plonk that down. That's been all right, Bob, really, hasn't it? And if we have a look in the bag, we're also using the full swing. This might stay, it might go, I don't know. A lot of people are enjoying this addition to the content. A lot of people aren't that bothered. So club-wise, like I said, every single club in here has been fitted in some form or another. We'll kick off with irons, we'll talk. All right, Bob?
No.
We've got a new gimbal as well, if anyone's bothered. Actually, it's a new bag, this as well. And in my old bag, I have a watch case. And I don't have one in this one because I've not changed them over. So I'll stick my watch in a glove there and pop it in.
GX gloves.
Yeah, if anyone wants to check them out. Again, they're not a game changer. They're just a nice cheap alternative to a really good performing, nice quality glove. Now, when it comes to irons, a lot of people will be really interested because I haven't changed these for getting on 2 years now. So these are still the Tacoma 0301s, the next 100 series, so the copper ones. Look how well they've worn.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Like, I was really worried when I got these, thinking, oh, they're going to look so bad in time, but actually they look really, really good. I went to SGGT and I got these LA Golf shafts fitted. They're actually different shafts in the long irons than they are in the short irons. So we'll lay them all out and show you exactly what they are, but essentially these are a little bit lighter in the long irons to help get the ball in the air, a little bit heavier in the short irons to help me play those shots down. Gorgeous green lambkin grips on these, and I think as like a whole package they look absolutely wonderful. So let's see what the 4-iron does, Bob, because why not hit a 4-iron for the first shot of the day? Guys, do us a favour though, get in the comments below what clubs are in your bag. These videos are as much about you as they are about us. Let us know what you're thinking about changing to, what you're thinking about changing from. The feel of a soft forged head is absolutely astronomical, isn't it? So 4,000 spin there, and we've got 190 total. With the one thing that people are saying as well is they want to see like a different screen on here that'll just kind of mask the sun.
Yeah.
So interesting. But another club while we're on this tee as well, because I want to talk all the irons, is this. So this is the 11 tortoise driving iron. It's blacked out, and I think it looks phenomenal. We've actually got a KBS prototype 75 gram shaft in here, and I absolutely love it. This was fitted by the guys down in Hereford at 11. You can book in there. It's absolutely brilliant, just like you can at SGGT. We've made some really good club fitting relationships, Bob, haven't we?
Very good.
Which I've really, really enjoyed. So I should have started with this really, because it is easier to hit than a 4-iron, but
jeez.
I mean, that sounds phenomenal as well, doesn't it?
Wow.
Both just down that left-hand side, both really nice strikes. I haven't taken a big, horrible divot, which I'm quite pleased with, really. I love the grips on this as well. They're X-Tech. So that's a company that I believe the founder of 11 started, and they feel fantastic. They're not quite as expensive as some others. 197 carry, 221 total. So for a club where if you're struggling off the tee, this is absolutely fantastic for me. And I've tested, you may know, guys, if you're a fan of the channel, if you watch the videos, I test pretty much everything. So stuff will go in and out of the bag for me, but this is the bag, if I went to battle with Mr. Martin, that I would use. And that means more than anything, because I'd rather beat him than win the Masters, to be honest.
Did you play him yesterday?
Yes, I beat him yesterday, Rob, thank you. Yep. Right, so we're slightly in the left here, and I want to talk to you about the irons a little bit further, because you saw the 4-iron was, of course, 301 CB. Now, I've actually got the split set, so down to 7-iron is CB, and then 8-9 wedge is actually 301 MB, so really nice, sleek look again, really wearing nicely. I don't actually play that much golf with these because we end up testing so much stuff, so I'll hit a couple of the 8-irons up here, we'll get them out full swing. The bag is an OGO Featherlight. Lots of people ask about what bags we use. We've partnered with OGO for the last 2-3 years, and I've absolutely loved working with them for luggage, for golf bags. They're a fantastic company, but they make fantastic products as well. So this is the Featherlight, and we also actually work with Miles here. I think we were, if not the first, one of the first people to partner with Miles, and then everyone seems to have kind of jumped on board. So, oh God, look where that flag is. That flag is right over that bunker. We're 160 yards. I don't. We're hitting 8 iron, Bob.
You've got to go 8.
7 iron, mate. It's 7 iron all day, that, right?
No.
You think that's 8 iron?
I think you get an 8 iron there.
What,
yeah.
160 into the wind and the bunker? Right, I'll tell you what, Bob, if we go in the bunker, you can hit it out. How's that?
So.
It's as good as I can hit, and it's the perfect line. Missed the bunker. You know what? I'm going to give you that. I think that might be pretty good. We'll hit another one and see how consistent we can be, but really, really nice strike, that. I've just left that one a bit to the right and a bit high. That might be bunker. Oh no, that's up there as well. You know what, Bob? You make a good caddy as well as a cameraman. That,
I have experience.
what were we, 158, 166. Low spin, we're in the moist rough though, so we can forgive it for that. But I just don't see me changing these.
No.
I think the shafts have been brilliant. The KBS shafts that you get in the Tacomos are good. These are absolutely next level. They're quite expensive. If you were to price this up with the heads and the shafts and the grips, you're probably into the figures of like a set of Pings or Titleist or Callaways. So if you want the D2C price, you're not going to be going in these. But I just love these heads. So
you can get them head only though.
You can get them head only, but like I said, if you're going to then put these shafts in them, it kind of defies the point. But then I prefer these heads to anything else, so that's why I've done it. Right, but I'll tell you what, fair enough for you with the distances there, because the right one's perfect and the other one's just back of the green. So we'll talk wedges, because wedges are an interesting factor for me. I have chopped and changed, but I've always generally found myself in Vokeys. These are the new SM11s. They're of course the raw finish. The big one for me is the K-Grind in the 60. So these are fitted by the guys at Titleist. John, for me, is one of the best wedge fitters I've ever worked with. He's absolutely fantastic. He tried getting me out of the K and into an M. So much so I have an M at home in the same specs, and he wants me to test it against this. So if you want to see that as a video, let us know. Wedge videos don't always do that well, so I'm a little bit preemptive whether to do that. That's the wrong word, Bob, preemptive, isn't it? But is it?
Apprehensive.
That's it, apprehensive of doing it. But like the K-Grind for me, from any kind of lie, I feel so confident to hit good golf shots. It's absolutely frightening. And from there, that's almost like a bit of a, Bob's going to love this, a backward chain method.
Wow.
Where I feel more confident with all the clubs because of having this club in my bag. So I actually did a video last year, come back down the slope, where I said the SM10 K-Grind wouldn't leave my bag. And it has, but just for the SM11, because I think you might as well have matching, aren't you, if you're going to change the others. So for me, that is one of the more important clubs in my bag. The specs on the rest of them, look at that. It's like low bounds, but really, really wide. So really, really nice strike stuff there. The rest of them actually have 50 and 54. Used to have 56, but I've gone 54 this time just because it sits a little bit nicer for me. And I also have a 47.
Wow.
Which the guys at Titleist want me to test against my pitching wedge. The pitching wedge is the 301 MB. So again, do I do that video just testing the wedges as one? Would that be a better piece of content than 2 separate videos, pitching wedge, lob wedge, lob wedge? I don't know, I'll leave that to you guys. Please let me know in the comments, but what about them?
I know.
They're really nice, aren't they? So, we've talked wedges, we've talked irons, putter. Now, we were very, very, very lucky last year to head out to visit the guys. I'm walking backwards here, there's the world's deepest bunker. The guys at Eugene, Oregon, to be precise. And I absolutely loved it. And I love working a bit more closer with the guys at Lab, like the fitting process that we had with Liam, phenomenal. Being able to play golf and pick the brains of Mr. Sam Hahn, absolutely fantastic. And then, of course, the guys like Carter and the rest of the team, really, really nice to just be able to kind of have them on the phone and speak to them about the products that are coming out. So this week, in fact today, the new Link putters have come out. Really, really, really nice. I'm going to probably stick at the moment to my HS. Now I ordered the Link putters in the same kind of lie angle as this, 71. You can see a bit of a longer riser on there than some other putters. I've also got my son's name on the bottom here, Billy. We're having another son soon, hopefully, if everything goes well. It's been a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, personally, but hopefully that ends up okay. So we'll have maybe another one sent through with both names on. And I've got a blacked out face in here, so it has got the insert. But for me, it really does feel fantastic. And I have putted well with this. I was in a Mez one before the fitting, but I feel like I can just have this in the bag, and it doesn't actually, it sounds awful because I'm a lab fan, but it doesn't look like a lab. And I want to have all the kind of technological advancements, but I don't really want to have to. How's one gone left and one gone right?
Yeah, I'm trying to work that out.
Unbelievable. We've picked the impossible putt to show you the putter, but
Oh, I need to bury your golfing markers, put some lines on my ball.
I do feel like the putter really has been a nice addition
Gone. Oh,
to the bag. Look at that. We'll take the distance control, Bob. A lot of people will retake that and say, oh, we're going to hold all three and show you that it's really good. It is really good, but
it is.
we're not going to retake it. Okay, so there are 3 clubs left in my bags, like that shaft, Bob.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a Ventus Blue.
I have no idea what's under that head cover.
You ready? So I said every single club in this bag is fitted. Now the reason this club's in there is because I've not done many Fairway wood fittings, and I absolutely love this club. It is TaylorMade QI 4D Tour.
Wow.
So I got fitted with this down at TaylorMade when we did the product testing earlier on in the year. Love the 3-way adjustable weights, love how it feels. It performs good, it performs as good as anything else I've tested. I'm a huge fan of the Wilson actually, but we've not got fitted for that, and I just think that as a club looks outrageously good.
It does.
Like that full Infinity Carbon crown looks gorgeous, so for me that's in the bag. And I just wanted to commit this year to have something in there, because I can do testing until like August, and then you're like, well, the season's over. So I'd rather just commit and have something in and hit it like that. Like a little bit toey, but straight up the right hand side. Outrageous, to be honest. Nearly 150 ball, it's carried 238, and I've hit it out of there. So like realistically, more than happy with that as a 3-wood. We've got the Arnie's Army head cover there.
Head cover. Oh, I need to get my head cover back out.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you? From Bay Hill. Very lucky to play Bay Hill with Roy Saunders, a lovely, lovely gentleman. And some really nice memories with Mum and Dad from Bay Hill as well. So miss my dad every single day, especially being out here on the golf course for this weather. This is like the day he'd love. You know, like first day back out, tees, I can smell the grass anyway. He's not, but the mini driver, I'll be the first one to admit here, there's 15 clubs in this bag, and people can call me a cheat all you want. I would obviously decide and take the 3-wood of the mini driver out probably, but the mini driver for me, if we're going on a golf trip, is always going to be there, because although I feel better with driver at the moment, on a trip, the last thing you want is to have a club at home, your form dip a little bit and not know what you're doing with it. So we actually put the Jumbo Max light grip on this as well. We're looking at working closer with Jumbo Max, and I did test some grips on the wedges. Now the wedges were really interesting because I absolutely loved them, like from 80 yards, 60 yards, 40 yards. Around the green, wasn't sure, so some more testing to be done on that, but like I said, we may well work closer with them as the year goes on. Mini drive, you're just hoping for like kind of 260 odd, aren't you? And again, that's such a bad hit. Like that's just a bad hit up the middle of the fairway, quite literally.
Yeah. Ball
speed in the 150s, 2.7 spin, 250 total. So very similar to out in Mauritius, Bob. You can hit it however you want, and we can get this up to 270 if we want, but if I know I can stand there and put that swing on it, then I'm more than happy. Now this is the club I think everyone's been waiting for, because this was fitted very recently, the most recent addition to the bag from the guys at SGGT. It's under the Hagen 54 head cover.
What a head cover.
And it's that. It is the Callaway Quantum. It's a triple diamond max. Now it's 9 degree, but I've lofted it up to 10. And we've got the Oban Airburst AK shaft in there. So this is one of the best upcharge shafts that you can get. Having done more testing with it since the fitting, it doesn't mean it's going to go 20 yards further. That's not a thing when you talk about upcharge shafts, but the consistency we're finding with it is outrageous. So if I make a bad swing, it's not going to save that, but the consistency level of it has been really good, really enjoyable. It's 45 inches, so it's a little bit shorter than you might normally see. Let's try and send one away here with the new driver. Oh, look at that. Look at that, we've took the corner on.
Forgot my mic,
bounding
sorry.
over that bunker. It was a little bit toey once again there. Nice low spin, ball speed up towards 160, and it's a 177 total. So for me, pretty 277 total. For me, pretty nice numbers, and I am so far really happy with the clubs in this bag, guys. Get in the comments below, let me know what do you think to my setup. Would you change anything? Would you tweak anything? And also let me know what's in your bag, because I find it really interesting seeing what's in your bag. And apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time.
You asked me what I'd change. What would you change?
I want to make a decision on the grips. I feel like if I was a more decisive person, the grips would have changed. And I feel like irons are good, wedges are good, drivers brand new, love it. Putters not going anywhere. Probably just the grips, I think. Yeah. Good question, Bob. Good question.